Salute, salute. What's good, everybody? It is Tony the Savant back again. And you know, we had to cook the WNBA at some point, guys. We had to have this conversation because I just I just probably won the stupidest bet I've ever made in my life. No, dead ass. Y'all gotta hear this. I had a homie, and it is such a silly bet. Me and my boy, we were just casually talking about the WNBA, and he has hopes. Listen to this. This guy has hopes that the WNBA is going to be successful upon the arrival of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Now, y'all forgive my homie, man. He ain't had a lot of heartbreak in his life. He's still dating his high school sweetheart, and they're happily married and all that good stuff. He's had essentially almost close to the perfect life, respectfully. But this man doesn't know, and I expressed this to him. I'm like, bro, you are clearly alien to the ways of the WNBA, and that everybody in the WNBA marketing team right now, I don't know one name that's on that list. I just know that every name on that list should be pink slipped. So I digress back to the bet. We made a little bet. He suggested that we both go on WNBA.com because I told him, bro, the WNBA is going to fumble the ball on this Caitlin Reese, no, this Caitlin Reese, this Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese situation. One second, y'all. Hold on, this is the wife. Sorry about that, y'all. When the wife called, the hubby answers. But anyway, we made this bet, and I told him that the WNBA is going to fumble the ball. Caitlin Clark is probably the biggest thing to happen to the WNBA in all of its 28 years of history. If you want to compliment that with an Angel Reese, you can. I think Caitlin Clark, the media machine behind her, is almost LeBron-esque, if you will, minus her haters. Uh, but the WNBA, with all of this money and all of this media behind these young ladies, will fumble the ball. Now, guys, let me tell y'all how. Let me express to you how I won this stupid ass bet because I'm kind of mad I won it. I want to be 100. I am mad I won this bet. We both said let's go to WNBA.com, right? And because that's where I get a lot of information, if you will, when I'm in my research lab. Anyway, we said let's go to WNBA.com because I remember when we went to the NBA.com. Me and this gentleman had the same conversation about Victor Wembanyama. And the NBA's marketing team needs to be pink slipped as well, but they do a much better job in promoting their new talent, albeit they don't, consistently promote the new talent. Victor Wembanyama had all kind of screen space on the NBA.com website before he ever came to the NBA. Y'all remember Victor Wembanyama was a overseas sensation, I believe, coming from France, and we knew who Wemby was before he ever dribbled an NBA basketball. When you go to the WNBA website, ladies and gentlemen, you will see one thumbnail with Angel Reese, and that's on the available screen space you can see. You will see one thumbnail of Caitlin Clark, and you have to scroll to get to that. And little to no promotion of the WNBA draft, which is in one exact week, ladies and gentlemen. I wouldn't have bet because my homie said, "Oh, they're gonna have all kinds of stuff with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on it in the WNBA draft." Nope, nope. Hopefully, somebody from the WNBA draft is getting dimed right now about this stream. Hold on, I'm about to go back to the WNBA.com because it's maddening that these people cannot get it right. Hold on, let me go back to WNBA.com because, bro, I'm telling you, it's only a thumb. The WNBA on the open as soon as you go to WNBA.com, what you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen, is tickets sold out to the WNBA Draft 2024. But why? You don't see why. You do not see why. There's nothing. Well, Caitlin Clark and Carla, there's a little highlight reel about the championship game the other day. There's nothing on this website promoting Caitlin Clark. And I'm not even trying to just ride the Caitlin Clark wave. Angel Reese is a superstar in her own right. Very marketable. Why aren't the WNBA promoting these young ladies? Bro, when you go to the WNBA website right now, you will see WNBA debuts 3 new spots featuring Brianna Stewart and Bawa. I can't say that young ladies. Akire. Respectfully, I have nothing against these young ladies. I am a huge Brianna Stewart fan. Shout out to UConn. That's my college school, my college basketball school, anyway. But the fact of the matter is that these people have no screen space dedicated to Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark, the two biggest names that is about to enter their league. They have their own Larry Bird and Magic Johnson right now, as far as markability goes. And these people are not. It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. The WNBA is destined to fail. This was the cheapest, most dirtiest $5 I've ever won in my life, and I didn't even want to win it because I was hoping that the WNBA realized what the whole world realizes, that these two young ladies are the biggest thing to happen to their league probably ever. Not now. I'm trying to shoot Cheryl Swoops and Lisa Leslie and Candace Parker, Maya Moore. I'm trying to shoot them some bail because I feel like they was pretty big deals, throughout their professional and collegiate careers. But I don't think we've ever seen anything like Caitlin Clark. And like I say, you could just ride the Caitlin Clark wave alone. I'm gonna throw Angel Reese in there, but for the sake of a rivalry, for the sake of, if Caitlin Clark was to flame out, we still got some storylines, that's interested enough. I mean, the thumbnails they have of these two young ladies are only saying that they declared to the draft. Caitlin Clark declared to the NBA draft damn near, I think, in February, bro. So it's been long known that this was going to be her last year in college and all that good stuff. Angel Reese committed to the WNBA draft last week. And there's nothing promoting these young ladies, bro. I'm trying to be respectful and as diplomatic as I possibly can with the WNBA, but I am sick and tired of their nonsense, bro. This is a women's sport that and this is only the WNBA and maybe that USA soccer's team too. You know what I mean? Because I have an appreciation and a respect for women's sport, but I'm annoyed because these women will go around on the internet taking all these interviews, going viral, posting clips, boom, 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 about how women's sports needs to be supported by men and how they need to be paid equally and how their league is just as entertaining as the men's league. And all three of those things would ring true if they all got behind these two young ladies. You did. I would say that this past women's college tournament was just as entertaining, if not more entertaining, than the NBA games that they was competing with nowadays. Even the playoff games. Let's be a buck. NBA been slipping on they pimping too, but NBA does a great job of marketing its young talent, even if it's not a. I'm gonna take that back. They do a good job. I was gonna say they do a good job of marketing their young talent, although it's not a great job because they still promoting LeBron and Steph respectfully. All these old heads. It's been in the NBA for 30 years. NBA still riding those trains, but at least they're smart enough. Like I say, at least they're aware enough to make sure that Victor Wembanyama has a lot of screen space on their website. Luca has a lot of screen space on the NBA website because they are aware enough to promote their young talent. These fools in the WNBA about to have the two biggest things to ever happen to them. And I'm like, again, we can respectfully say Caitlin Clark alone. Caitlin Clark is the Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Aces, the WNBA defending champions, have already made preparations for their first game against the WNBA. I mean, against the Indiana Fever, the projected team to draft Caitlin Clark. These women and that organization, and it might just be a Tom Brady move. You dig? Because Tom Brady understands how this goes. Um, they've moved that game to a bigger stadium because they understand that this young lady is going to be coming in with her whole own hype train. I'm on it. I have no interest in the WNBA. I barely suffered through the WNBA finals last year because it was my first WNBA finals as a sports journalist with my channel and my platform. So I tried to, tune in and tap in for that. It was insufferable, the entire series. And kudos to the Aces for getting the job done. But at the same time, they're the only team or uh, the only aspect of the WNBA that I've seen that's been getting ready in preparations for the Caitlin Clark influx of hype. Fun fact, y'all. If you didn't know, you're about to know. The WNBA turned a profit of $600 million last year. 600, not a billion, not just above, just over $500 million. 600 million. Write that number down. Don't forget it, because the projections for the WNBA upon Caitlin Clark's rookie season, after after Caitlin Clark's rookie season is finito and in the history books, the WNBA, we're talking about some of the smartest money minds because I read this in the Forbes and another magazine. It wasn't in no WNBA nothing. I've got no WNBA reporting on this particular number. Forbes magazines and some of the financial content that I enjoy watching have said that the WNBA is projected to to pro- uh, to make $10 billion off this young woman. Now, never forget too, y'all. Never forget, Caitlin Clark under her current NIL deals makes a total revenue of $3 million a year, and as a rookie in the WNBA, she'll be making $76,000. Mind y'all, 3 million as a college player, 76,000 as a professional. That's a change of lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, even for these WNBA stars that's dissing her, do you understand that 600 million in revenue last season is actually the WNBA is operating in a negative, considering that I think it takes about like 800 million to run the league. And just to pay the bills, keep the lights on, all that kind of stuff. 800 million to run the league, turned a profit, and you can't call it a profit, but made 600 million last season. Caitlin Clark is coming into the league making 3 million, and will have to. Well, there has been a report that the NIL deals will follow the college players, so she'll come in with $3 million in endorsements, but the compensation that the WNBA is going to be, supplying her for her services and talents is nowhere near that. So, and you think these women would be grateful because I've seen a number of WNBA stars come out and speak against these women. Not necessarily Angel Reese, but most certainly Caitlin Clark. And it's been very weird, very eerie, because unless they're not reading these same money magazines that I'm reading, I'm interested in the numbers. I'm interested in the contracts. I'm interested in the revenues. These women should be as well, because Caitlin Clark is about to bring $10 billion in revenue, ladies. I just don't know if I can. 600 million to 10 billion, bro, is two different jets. All right. 10 billion, that's an Elon Musk jet. You dig that? That's what Elon Musk is traveling on. $600 million. That's probably what I can't even think of somebody. Who can I think of? Billie Eilish? I don't know. Somebody. That's probably what Billie Eilish is trying. Taylor Swift probably. You know what I'm saying? So you just look at the minds in that aspect, and there's no diss to Taylor Swift, and there ain't no disrespect to Elon Musk, but we're talking about 10 billions. We're talking about M's and B's. In fact, I know something just off the few millionaires I know. I ain't in plugged with no, none of these elites or nothing like that. But the few millionaires I know, the only way you can get them out of bed is if you talk about, this particular deal potentially making them $1 billion. Millionaires ain't really interested in $1 million deals. They are very interested in $1 billion deals. So that's what I'm just trying to express the change of lifestyle these people are about to experience. Excuse me, these women that are about to experience, and they're speaking against their own financial cash cow. Brianna Stewart, I mean, she didn't really say nothing crazy, but I mean, I think there's a way to word everything. You know, there's a way to word it. I think Brianna Stewart was horrible with how she worded her take on Caitlin Clark. You know, saying that she needed a championship. Look, we get it. We understand where you're coming from, but that's not necessarily the truth. You know what I mean? You got people out here running around talking about LeBron James is the greatest basketball player they ever seen. He got 6 losses. You know what I mean? So if you need to win so badly, do we not count against the losing at all? And another point in case, Dan Marino, legendary quarterback. You know what I mean? Arguably one of the greatest to ever do it. But respectfully, he never won a championship. You know, and we don't take away from his legendary lore. Dan Marino's there's a lot of people that is in the football world that would take Dan Marino before one of these quarterbacks that did win the championship. I know I would. I'd take a Dan Marino before Trent Dilfer. So championships are they do have a great weight in sports, but I said this on the video. Championships make you the quote unquote greatest of all time, especially how you won your championship. But everybody's not going to experience a championship, and we got to acknowledge that. That doesn't mean that some of these people still didn't elevate the league or contribute in a legendary fashion. And we got to bring back the word legend. We got to bring back the title legend in sports, because I feel like that's the most prestigious title you can attain if you don't become a quote unquote champion. And again, championships ain't the end all be all, because Robert Ory has more championships than Michael Jordan right now. Do we say that Robert Ory is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan? Heck no. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm trying to think of somebody who doesn't have rings. Luka Doncic. You know what I mean? We would never say Robert Ory is a better basketball player than Luka Doncic. Even right now, Luka's only been in the league, what, 5, 6 years? So it's the matter of the fact that, yes, championships play a lot of weight, but I think when people try to use the championship argument, they distort what they mean, and it comes out, like I say, as far as Breonna Stewart's case, one of my favorite players. Shout out to UConn Nation. How she worded her take with Caitlin Clark was a little distasteful. You know what I mean? Yeah, it would have been perfect. That's the only way to really describe it. But it would have been perfect for Caitlin Clark to win a championship and captivate her illustrious collegiate career with raising a championship, because that was seemingly the only thing she had to do left. But the fact of the matter that she didn't, and she elected to move on. She still had an opportunity to pursue that goal, but she accepted it. It may not happen, and there's other things that I got to do. Got to move on. I did what I was supposed to do at this level, and that she did. Caitlin Clark is a legend. Her impact on the game and women's sports will not be forgotten anytime soon. And everybody that's talking down on her not winning a college championship is gonna look very crazy, when she goes on to the WNBA and dominates and end up winning, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And then what? Did the college championship didn't matter any? Did it matter at all? You know what I mean? Steph Curry never won a college championship. LeBron James never won a college championship, and we held these guys as some of the greatest athletes to ever lace them up. So, all in all, um, I just wanted to express my disgust for the WNBA. Hopefully, somebody in their front office, upper brass, hears this message. They get on their marketing team, social media team, technology team, whoever is running this website for the WNBA needs to get a call, needs to hear this damn live stream and needs to get it together because this is disgusting. Y'all have $10 billion potentially on the table in revenue, and the WNBA, who cannot afford, mind y'all, they are operating at a loss, a significant loss that the NBA has to cover up. You know, I mean, the NBA don't tell you that. The WNBA reported their numbers, and I don't know how long because they're operating at a loss. And if the world knew that, if even the casual knew that, they would quit supporting this league overnight. You know, excuse me, I don't know if I dropped a secret there. Yes, the WNBA is operating at a loss. They cannot afford to fumble the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark hype. Because if they do, this will be the demise of the WNBA. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: the WNBA is supposed to have been out of here. They're not supposed to be here. You know what I mean? They are operating because the NBA covers and pays their bills. And it's the only reason why we still have a WNBA right now. The WNBA is not around in existence because they are generating some kind of profit, some kind of hype, some kind of attention. They are operating at a complete loss in all three major categories of a sports league. And if it wasn't for the NBA making so much money and paying their bills, you know, this would be in the history books. So, uh, yeah, it's a serious business. If I am able to acknowledge this, and I have no, dog in a race, I'm not making a red cent off of the WNBA, and I can see the writing on the wall. These people should see the writing on the wall. Unless the people that are in a position to make these decisions are not qualified, or they don't care, which makes them not qualified. But that's all I got to say about it. It is your boy Tony the Savant. Go ahead and get out there and get a goal accomplished, y'all. I'm the only one that can get the job done. That's why I put in this work. And the takeover will be live streamed, as you can see. Peace.